D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? And have I got a story for you? Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I am going to read to you to do this video, and you can check them out for yourself, or you can just watch this video where I'm going to read it to you. Before I get started, though, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we just keep getting shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. All right, so now that I got that out of the way, why don't we go ahead and get started? I had done this, the story of the Michael Jackson biopic. I had done it a couple weeks ago where they had picked Antoine Fuqua to direct. Well, it looks like they found their Michael Jackson, and they found it in-house and in the family and everything, which is very interesting, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. But this article comes from Deadline, my favorite. And it says Michael Jackson's nephew, Jaafar Jackson, to play King of Pop in Antoine Fuqua's directed biopic. And that is him right there, Jaafar Jackson. So it says right here, it says Michael Jackson will be played by the late icon's 26-year-old nephew, Jaafar Jackson, in the Antoine Fuqua directed film biopic for Lionsgate. Now, I have to just say, he looks very much like Michael Jackson before he had all those surgeries done and all that pigmentation stuff that he had done, which I think really was not. I mean, like, if you look at these pictures right here, he looks totally fine, and I don't understand why he did all that. But he had his own stuff going on. Yeah. All right. So it says Fuqua just posted a confirmation on Instagram. The singer and songwriter is the son of Jermaine Jackson, which I want to talk about that in just 1 second, who is the brother of Michael Jackson and member of the Jackson 5. Jaafar has been singing and dancing since age 12 and has showcased himself singing tunes from Sam Cooke to Marvin Gaye, along with originals. Now, before I get into the rest of this article, I just want to say that before Michael Jackson died, him and Jermaine were not on good terms. They were very, if you go into Google, just type in Jermaine and Michael Jackson feud, and you can find so much stuff on it. I'm not quite sure if they ever made up or not. I didn't look that up or whatnot, but there was a lot of, like, feud, and I get it, sibling rivalry, siblings and everything. I don't always get along with my siblings. I hope that they made up before his passing. That would be sad if they didn't, but I would be very interested to know if Michael Jackson was happy if that his nephew was playing him in a biopic, especially if it was Jermaine and they weren't on good terms. But then again, he might not take it out on his nephew. But all right, so getting on with this, it says, as Deadline revealed last week, the Emancipation Helmer signed on to next direct Michael, which has a script by John Logan. The film's being produced by Graham King, who turned the Freddie Mercury Queen story into the blockbuster Bohemian Rhapsody. GEEK Films will produce alongside with the co-executives of Jackson's estate. All right, so it says... As you can see from the video below, the young man has the voice and moves to do right by his uncle. As an actor, he might well learn more than he wanted to about his world-famous uncle. And we've heard the film will not shy away from the controversies of Jackson's life. The pedo accusations that haunted, sorry, I don't know how many words I can say on YouTube, you guys. It's gotten really weird. Like, there are some words you just can't, you outright can't say, and I'm all like, wow, that's interesting. But so I might be redacting some of this. Accusations that haunted his latest years up to his death in 2009 at the age of 50 from cardiac arrest caused by a cocktail of sedatives. So I just want to say that there is that documentary, Finding Neverland or Escaping Neverland. And if you go and watch that documentary, listen, I'm not saying I have very strong opinions about Michael Jackson in this situation, and I don't want to get into it here because that's not what we're talking about. But I'm glad that they're not shying away from it, because these things need to be discussed. But I have thoughts about it. I just don't know if I can discuss them right now on YouTube. So let's just get on with this article. So it says the MJ Estates presence gives rights to Jackson's musical catalog, but has led some of the question how protective will they be? But clearly things will have to be explored for the film to have dramatic edge and enough truthfulness to stand up to the scrutiny while not turning off fans of Jackson's songs and musical legacy. I think that will be a very interesting balance, between the people that are very much opposed to him because of those accusations, and then the people that just love his music. I like Michael Jackson's music. I always have. I've always thought he was a talent, but those accusations really did hurt him in my eyes personally, because even though some of the stuff, I will say that very first initial one, I believed it 100%. 100%. That very first kid that came out, 100%. The rest of the stuff, I have a little bit of like, I'm weighing the stuff because, again, Michael Jackson is not alive to defend himself. Although it's so weird. You don't sleep in beds with little kids. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's so weird. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy. Anyways, okay. King and Oscar-nominated Gladiator screenwriter Logan previously threaded the needle perfectly with director Martin Scorsese on The Aviator, with Leonardo DiCaprio playing Howard Hughes, as he tried to pursue his innovations before mental illness turned him into a germophobic recluse. King and screenwriter Anthony McCartan captured the complexities of Freddie Mercury's life before he died from AIDS. Michael will also be driven by Jackson's musical accomplishments, which gives the film global potential similar to Bohemian Rhapsody, which grossed over 900 million worldwide, boosted the song catalog of Queen, got a Best Picture Oscar nomination, and a win for star Rami Malek, which I think that this has all the potential for all of that. I just don't know if they can do it or not, but I have faith in them. And I listen, I want nothing but the best for people, but I just don't know. I just don't know how much can they fit into this movie? Like, this movie can't be 5 hours long. It could like, I mean, like two and a half tops, because I'm just like, come on guys. Like, but so they're going to have to really really break down this story, and I just don't know if they can do all of it, like, and touch on everything and really give it what it needs to really flush out the story. But we'll see. So as Jackson's issues go back to the bullying influence of his father Joe, who brought the youth and his brothers from Gary, Indiana to stardom, but apparently as high cost to Jackson, who didn't really have a childhood. As an adult, he became an even bigger star. But what was initially viewed as a Peter Pan-like life took on a more sinister overtones when lawsuits began cropping up and the multimillionaire settlements paid. Hold on, let me go back up to this picture so that way. Okay, so hold on just a little bit more. Sorry, guys. Los Angeles, California, September. And Jaafar Jackson, that's his sister. Latoya. I like Latoya. She's super fun. Jaafar Jackson arrived for the Face Forward International 10th Annual Gala. Okay, so Fuqua is currently finishing The Equalizer 3 with Denzel Washington in Italy. I'm kind of excited for that. And then he will turn his attention to this one. Production will begin later this year, and we've heard that Fuqua will draft his Emancipation and Equalizer 3 cinematographer Robert Richardson to be by his side. Lionsgate has world rights here, but will seek an offshore partner, and we've heard Sony is squarely in the mix. The studio turned into a hit 2009. Okay. The 2009 This Is It, comprised of footage of Jackson's rehearsing from a series of London concerts when he died. That movie, that documentary is actually pretty good if you go back and watch it. It's really sad. Listen, I am sad that Michael Jackson died. I don't know, man. It's a crazy thing. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because I'm just I don't know how they're going to touch on that subject, the kid thing, man. It's crazy. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'll probably watch this movie. I don't know. I'll have to see. And I don't know if this kid Jaafar Jackson's going to do a good job. I mean, just because you can sing and dance doesn't mean you're a good actor. Like, that's the thing. So we'll see. We'll see if he can get the voice down. We'll see if he can do all that stuff. And let's just see if Antoine Fuqua can pull it out. Because sometimes, I don't know, Antoine Fuqua is such a hit or miss for me. I don't know, man. I don't know. And I haven't seen it, Emancipation, but we'll see. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you feel about Jaafar Jackson set to play his uncle, Michael Jackson, in the biopic Michael, being directed by Antoine Fuqua? Do you know about the Jermaine Jackson and Michael Jackson feud, and how do you guys feel about that? And do you think this is a good choice for Michael Jackson casting? I mean, it's nepotism for sure. But do you think this is a good choice? Have you seen his videos and stuff? Do you think he'll be a good actor? What do you guys think about all of this? Tell me what you guys think about that, all of this. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind if you're new to my channel. Please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. You guys have a good week. Bye.